Today we introduce a 4K Steelbook release that stands out with striking design and purposeful aesthetic. The edition captures a serious tone, focusing on the underlying mood and message without overwhelming details. So let's take a look at the remarkable presentation of the Steelbook Fight Club. Welcome to the exhibit. The front artwork is direct and hypersaturated. A bar of bubblegum pink soap sits in the center frame, surrounded by a thick lather of translucent white bubbles. The title Fight Club is carved into the soap in a bold, bulky font, mimicking the movie theatrical poster. The pink on pink aesthetic really makes the Steelbook stand out with pop culture energy. Its hyper-real look keeps the artwork grounded, but still has a surreal look that makes the overall design so appealing. The bar of soap pictured on the front brings a fantastic sense of scope to the Steelbook as the font takes center stage, which brings a sense of familiarity to the artwork. Created by P. Scott Meticulous, an incredible graphic, multimedia and face-type designer, the font itself becomes synonymous with the movie and is instantly recognizable amongst film fans. The back artwork continues this visual motif, shifting towards a more abstract composition where the fluid mechanics of the translucent bubbles and negative space create a sense of surface tension. The foam body looks clean and sharp, and the contrast between the bubbles and the pink surface really makes the imagery pop. The lack of any central visual focus gives the rare artwork a random, almost chaotic dimension as your eyes dart across the image trying to find some kind of design cohesion. Together, the two sides establish a design ethos that works, combining bold detail with stylish simplicity. The 4K disc features a design with the Fight Club logo in pink on top of a black background that covers half the disc, featuring a close-up of partially distorted image of Tyler Durden, played by Brad Pitt. The Blu-ray disc features a design, this time with a white Fight Club logo on top of a black background that covers half the disc, to match the 4K, featuring a close-up of partially distorted image of the narrator, played by Edward Norton. The choice of design keeps them visually cohesive, representing the two halves of the same mind, while clearly separating the formats through the use of character-driven imagery. The inside artwork of the Fight Club Steelbook represents a striking scene that encapsulates the essence of the film's climactic moments. The interior artwork places the spotlight on the film's legendary finale. The panel shows a wide two-panel spread of the narrator and Marla Singer, standing hand in hand. They are silhouettes framed against a massive glass window. Looking out over the city skyline, the artwork captures the exact moment the skyscrapers begin to collapse. The composition is dark and moody, with the glowing lights of the office buildings providing the only illumination. This subtle detail captures the film's climax perfectly, providing a sense of tragic romanticism to the internal presentation. The colour palette is rich and earthy, dominated by deep shadows and cold city lights, and grungy warehouse tones, invoking a rugged reality of their underworld. This artwork not only captures a moment in time, but also deepens the emotional and thematic resonance of the film. The finish is a high spot gloss coating over a metallic white base. This is a deliberate choice. The gloss makes the pink of the soap look wet and slick, while the metallic underlay gives the soap suds a shimmering, iridescent quality under lighting. There is no embossing or debossing as such, which is a real shame as the text cries out for an embossed finish that would have given this Steelbook an extra level of immersiveness with a great tactical look and feel. But the spot gloss and smooth touch somehow makes up for this misstep by introducing a fantastic white base that highlights the imagery perfectly and brings the Steelbook alive. The brilliant design of the Fight Club Steelbook relies on a massive visual subversion, wrapping itself in a rich, bold, hypersaturated pink that stands in stark, deliberate contrast to David Fincher's cinematography. In the film, the visual identity is defined by the desaturated palette of fluorescent greens, jaundiced yellows, and deep shadowy greys that mirror the narrator's decaying mental state and corporate insomnia. True vibrant colours are actively avoided on screen, meaning that when red or pink does appear, it is usually restricted to the dark, oxidised crimson of blood on concrete. By throwing out this dark, grimy cinematic realism in favour of a loud, glossy bubblegum pink, the exterior artwork channels the movie's sharpest corporate satire. It represents the ultimate commodity lie, mimicking the pristine, expensive department store soap that Tyler and the narrator secretly manufacture from stolen human fat, effectively masking a grotesque reality beneath the beauty commercialized wrapper. This bold colour choice also functions as a physical manifestation of the movie's psychological twist throughout the layout of the packaging. When closed, the viewer is confronted with a loud, cheerful pop culture aesthetic that feels intentionally disruptive to the film's grimy, anti-consumerist themes. However, the moment the steelbook is open, this vibrant pink immediately gives way to cold, dark, saturated blues, greys of industrial inside artwork. By transitioning from a bright, deceptive exterior to a bleak, shadowy interior, the packaging perfectly mimics the narrative structure of the film itself, peeling back the shiny corporate facade to expose the chaotic, crumbling reality hidden underneath. In conclusion, the execution of the Fight Club Steelbook is nothing short of outstanding. The artwork achieves a delicate balance between iconic symbolism and character focus, all while remaining visually impactful. Though the addition of embossing on the text was absent, it really would have taken this steelbook from fantastic to spectacular. But the combination of textures, finishes throughout the details creates a premium collectible that really honours the film's legacy. This steelbook is not only a great display piece, but also a must-have for fans of this cult classic. Thank you so much, and if you really enjoyed this showcase of Fight Club, please show your appreciation by subbing, liking and sharing, and I'll catch you next time on The Exhibit.